Everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Kiapa. Welcome back to my tribe. Okay, that's for those that watch this video later to come back in, or if I'm already gone when it's post. So anyways, I wanted to give you guys, I'm not sure if anybody gonna pop in, but I was just gonna record the video, then I decided to just go live, and so that's why y'all getting this. But I wanted to do an update on me taking a travel assignment as a first assistant and just really talk about like the agencies and before you even really to the travel assignment, like what you kind of have to go through. And it's kind of frustrating a little bit, I'm not gonna even lie, but once you get into the travel assignment and get set up with these travel agencies, typically it go a little bit smoother. But on this assignment, I'm working with a agency that I haven't worked with before, and so that means I have to set up all like everything with them. So one of the things that they do when you first, let's just say you apply for the position, right? You apply for the travel assignment, and how I found this particular one was on Indeed. So you get the travel assignment, or you see the travel assignment, you apply for it, right? And then the recruiter calls you, they take all your information in, and then they submit you. So for this assignment, what I had to provide to the recruiter was my resume. He asked for my credentialing as far as my surgical, or yeah, my surgical first assist number and my surgical tech number. But what I did was I like screenshotted from the National Board of Surgical Tech and Surgical Assistants website. So I went to the website, put my information in, I screenshot that and attached those screenshots to an email. He also asked me for BLS, ACLS. So I sent all that to him, and then he sent me like a skill. I had to do a skills checklist as well. So if y'all don't know what a skills checklist is, that's pretty much when you go down a list of surgical services that you can provide, and you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 4. Normally, it's 1 being like you're not as proficient in it, and 4 being like you're really, really good at it. And so, or you are an expert or don't need supervision to perform that service. And so yeah, so I had to do all of that. So this is a time consuming process, you guys. I'm not gonna even lie. So when I set the position and I talked to the recruiter, and then after I submitted everything that he required me to submit to him, I got a phone call like the next day from the facility, which was actually fast because sometimes it take a couple days for the facilities to get back to you. So this one, they got back to me that same day, or the next day, I should say. And then I talked to the director, let her know what I could and couldn't do. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. Okay, so yeah, I talked to the director. I let her know what I could and what I couldn't do as far as what they had going on and they at their facility. So she was cool with my skill set, and we went ahead and proceeded with, me accepting the position, her offering the position, me accepting it. Okay, now that we got that part done, now it's time for you to go through the whole compliance process for the facility. So whatever the facility tells your agency they need from you to contract at their hospital, then that's what you have to provide. So at this company, they did provide me with the things that they needed. And so the problem came in. I won't say it's a problem, but the frustration is when you already been doing this for a while, you know what need to be done and how like it need to move in order to get everything done as fast as it can be done. So I told the director that we should have everything done for me to start on March 7th. That doesn't look like it's gonna happen because everything didn't get taken care of. Like we lost a week of work. Like it's nothing happened for 1 week. And so because of that, like I had to get a part of the checklist. They tell you all the vaccinations and documents that they require. So normally you'll have to give a license, your license, your social security information. This is to the compliance officer. Anything that your recruiter didn't give her or them, then they'll ask you for it. And so one of the things that I knew I was going to need was a tuberculosis test, because I hadn't had one within a year, and so you have to have them every year. And so I knew that to get that, it's going to take, you get it one day and then you can't get it read. Like they have to go in and read it to make sure you're not reactive to the skin test, and in 48 hours. So you get it on one day, the next day you don't get it read, and then the next day after that you get it read. So because I knew that that was going to be a thing, I was trying to get all of the screenings done last week. So that would have gave us all of last week to get the medical stuff. Sorry guys, it's a helicopter passing. Hang on. I'm gonna put it on mute so it don't be so loud. Okay, thank you for the thumbs up. I'm not sure who in here with me, but I greatly appreciate it. So, okay, so now that the helicopter is gone. So yeah, anyways, I wanted to get everything done last week, because last week would have gave us, I could have got my tuberculosis test at the minimum done on Tuesday, which meant I could have got it read on Friday. No, Tuesday. If I got it done on Tuesday, then I could have got it read Wednesday, Thursday. I could have got it read Thursday. Oh, who is this? Hey, Stephanie. What's up, girl? I was just watching your video earlier. I know. I just came live to really make a video. I was gonna make a video, but I decided just to go live because it's easier to do it like this. But yeah, I was just watching your story time. I'm not gonna even lie. I was watching your story time about the exes and stuff. I think I liked it. If I didn't, I'm gonna make sure and go back and like it. Thank you, girl, for sharing the video. I really appreciate it. Look, Stephanie, we gonna connect for sure, because I be laughing at you, girl. You be having me rolling. I ain't gonna even lie. You be having me rolling so much. So I appreciate your videos. They kind of like, I just watch them and kind of just be laughing in the background. Like, this girl here crazy. We got to hang out. I'm not coming to New York though. It's too cold up there. You're gonna have to come back to Jacksonville. You welcome, girl. You welcome. I'm trying to, like, I did start another channel. We'll get into that in another video, but I did start another channel. We gonna have to link up, Stephanie, for real. I got to figure out how we can share if and yeah, it was crazy. I got to figure out how we can exchange information without it being like on on YouTube, in the YouTube world. But I wanted to, I was like, this girl here had me rolling. I just love it. I was trying to watch your mukbang too, but I ended up having to do something else. And I was like, let me go ahead and make a video before I forget. But anyways, I'm gonna jump back, because I know if y'all watching this video, y'all gonna be like, oh my gosh, she all over the place. But yeah, let me jump back. That's what I was gonna tell them real quick. So had I got my tuberculosis test done on Tuesday, we should do a live next time it gets warm in the summertime. Yeah, we can do it live. I seen you been using StreamYard. We definitely can do it live whenever. I want to do one with my other channel that I'm trying to like get up and running. I haven't really like figured everything out on that channel yet, but I'm trying to get that one going, so that I can have a channel that I can just data dump some of my thoughts into, instead of like it only being about surgical tech, or like I have a gardening channel as well. And so I want another channel just for like, just my regular thoughts and stuff. And so that's why I had commented on your video under my name, because I just been like, let me start using this, using this website or using this username instead of always using surgical tech. So, but yeah, so I'm finished telling them, like, okay, so if I would have got my tuberculosis test done on Tuesday, then, or Monday, I would have been able to get it read sometime last week. So Monday was a holiday. We're gonna just say Monday was a holiday. So okay, nothing got done on Monday, but Tuesday wasn't a holiday, so I could have went and got my tuberculosis test done and then had it read by Thursday or Friday, so that this week I could have been traveling. But that's not gonna happen, because I didn't get my permission to go do my screening. So what happened is they'll give you all the stuff that you need as far as the checklist, and then you already know you got to do a background check and a physical. And so the physical typically is any type of medical things that you need. Like, I know you have to have MMR and Tdap, tuberculosis screenings and flu shots. And if you don't get flu shots, then you could have a declination for the flu. Like, all of that stuff is required at every agency I work with. But what they typically do is do two things at once. So they'll give you the drug screening, and for you to get your drug screening, your background check, and your TB, all of that stuff. And while that's being processed, you can have it's a net. Oh, I got it too. While all of that's being processed, you can be getting them all the other information that they need, like whatever your licensing and all of that stuff. That can all be done simultaneously, so you don't waste time doing one thing or another. Like, that's wasting time. And most of these people, oh, let me see. Let's see. Good morning. Good morning, Alicia. Alicia, I think I said it right. I hope I did. I love God. Now I'm going to start a tarot channel. You should definitely start a tarot channel. I've been hearing you talk about tarot readings. I still do watch some tarot readers. It just depends. These days, I kind of get the messages without the tarot. I started studying for my real estate exam and life insurance was born, and I couldn't pass the exam. Dang, I wish I would have had like some way to help you with the life insurance exam. But I know a lot of people that like to do that enjoy real estate. I just like the flexibility of life insurance. But I was thinking about my other channel being catered towards like more like the financial aspect of my journey too. So we'll see. I might get into that. But back to the credentialing. So if you know, like if you finna go take a contract, you only have a certain amount of time, because normally they want you there like immediately or with it, sooner than later. So for me, because I already know that, I'm like, okay, let's do it like this. But the credentialing person didn't want to do it like that. She was like, well, we have to have all of this other stuff in before we can do it. And so one of the things that she needed, which I didn't know at the time, but I knew I had to take care of it, my BLS was expiring at the end of the month. And so I knew that, and I, well, don't worry about this because I'll have this before it's time for me to go. And so she was like, well, okay, so she basically was like, well, if you don't have within a week, or it's like you got to have everything within a week before you go. And I'm like, well, okay, that's fine, but if that's the case, then we need to get all this other stuff done. And she was just like, well, we can't do that until I can't set you up for the screenings. It's what I was told. She couldn't set me up for the screenings until I completed everything that was on the checklist. But what wasn't going to be completed on the checklist was the BLS, because the class wasn't until, it was supposed to be yet today, but I ended up finding one that I did yesterday. And so that made it to where, one ended on the 28th and then the other one was activated on the 28th. So it was no delay in my BLS and ACLS. So anyways, to say all of that, once my recruiter, because I didn't know this at the time, but my recruiter was sick. And so my recruiter, I reached out to him on Monday. He was not feeling well, so I reached out to him, I think on Tuesday, and we talked about it. And then he was able to get her to send me the screening stuff without having everything completed on the checklist. The problem was she sent it to me on Thursday. So if you get a TB test on Thursday, that means it has to be read by Saturday. Yeah. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday. They was closed on Saturday and they closed on Sunday. So you can't get it read on Thursday or Friday. That means you got to wait till Monday. So yesterday I went in and I got my TB test done, which means I can't even leave until Wednesday because it still got to be read. And to me, that's not going to give me enough time to travel. I wanted at least a week to get to where I need to be at, so I don't have to rush, I'm driving a pretty long distance, so I don't want to be rushing. Oh shit, let me see. Hold on, let me see. I said it right. Thank you, girl. I sat for my state board soon. Respiratory sleep tech, first job. I want to start a traveling position. You should definitely go traveling. If you can get a position traveling, I say do it. Oh shit, that's real crazy. That shit is crazy. This shit is crazy. So, anyways, now I gotta wait until my yes, thank you for joining us. Thank Stephanie, I just love you so much. Um so yeah, so now I'm just waiting on, today's Tuesday, obviously, and so I'm going to go get it read tomorrow. Excuse me. I can't go get it read until 1:30 because that's when they administer it. And then to even talk about going to the facilities to get it read, let's talk about that. So once you get the everything that they need from you, and then they send you to get your physical, you got to go to wherever they send you to go. They sent me to Concentra, which I was very familiar with. I've been to Concentra several times, but yesterday I go to Concentra, and y'all, I was in there for 2 hours. I was there for 2 hours. Like, are you kidding me right now? Like, 2 whole hours. And so, yeah, the lights and the power went off. It was just a whole mess yesterday. And so they wanted me to come back. And I was just like, no, I'm not going to come back. I'm going to get it done today because I'm on the travel. I'm a traveler, so I'm trying to leave. And if I'm bad, this just gonna delay the whole process. So I'ma just wait for y'all power and stuff to come back on, y'all. I was just so frustrated with them because, like I say, and then the power went out. They were supposed to let me know when to come back in. They didn't. They started taking other people. I was just like, Are you kidding me right now? So you got to go through a lot to even get on these travel assignments. And then I'm like emailing all of my stuff over to this compliance person, and I'm not complaining, you guys, but I don't like, it's just certain things I might get irritated with, and I got to work on that because that's something that clearly I need to work on. It's just being patient with people and not like, because I don't snap, which I ain't gonna snap on you, but I will be short with you if I feel like you just not getting it. So I've sent this she's sending me this email telling me that she missing stuff, and I'm like, how, everything that you asked me for you've already received except for the BLS card. I know you don't have the BLS card because I haven't taken the class yet. My BLS doesn't expire until, yes, it expired yesterday, but I was having this conversation with her prior to yesterday, and so I was just like, I'm gonna get the BLS, don't worry about that. But all this other stuff you asked me for, like, I've already sent it. Go back and look in your emails. Like, why are you sitting here sending me an email talking about this could delay this could, sorry guys, this could delay the travel assignment, or you could lose it. Like, don't send me that when what you asked me for, you actually have it. And so that was kind of frustrating to me because I'm like, girl, do you know how many recruiters is in my inbox right now? Like, do you know how many people is asking me, that need people? So what you not finna sit here and do is have me keep sending you stuff, and I'm trying to get ready to leave. I don't have time to be checking my email 5 times a day. Like, I'll check my email. I'm gonna check my email regardless. But I checked my email earlier yesterday. She didn't send me anything. She sent me something at 3:30. And I'm like, everything you asked me for, like, I sent you this on this day. You should go back and look in your emails to go see what I have attached for you, and then, like, go from there. But I don't know. It's just kind of like when you know what to do, and then, like, you working with people and they act like they don't know what they're doing. It's like, I don't want to do your job and mine. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I just ooh, y'all, but I am excited and I am a little bit overwhelmed because I have so much stuff that I need to be doing, that needs to be done before I leave. But it's kind of like I'm not finna prepare to leave until I know y'all got everything in order. And right now, like, okay, well, if I'm gonna be preparing to leave, I need to be leaving. Like, I probably, if I could leave on Sunday, that'd probably be best. So that's what I'm shooting for. And then I just reached out to the director and requested a 1 extra week to travel because we pretty much lost all of last week. And so, yeah. But anyways, that's my update, you guys. I just want to, like, let y'all kind of know it can be frustrating a little bit dealing with travel agencies, and not so much like the recruiters. Sometimes you could get a bad recruiter too, but this recruiter seemed like he was a nurse. He is a nurse, and I think he traveled as well for a couple years, so he kind of know what's going on. And he seemed like he got his stuff together. We'll find out. But I was just like, I just feel a little bit overwhelmed with just sitting here thinking I've submitted everything to someone and you got it, and then you sitting here emailing me back saying that you don't have it, but we're just gonna be patient and let everybody do their job, and just hopefully, you know I can just remain patient, because that's what I'm working on. It's just not being like, forget it, and I'll just go with somebody else, because that's the thing. Like, at this point, if people not understanding, and I don't want to, because like I say, like, I'm excited to kind of go on this country. It's somewhere I ain't never been. I want to go learn, and so I'm open to that. But you just have to be careful when you're dealing with people that, like, I don't know. I just don't know what she got going on. So yeah. So besides all of that, what else I have to get in order is my house situation, and then my son. A lot of people ask me. I done had this question several times before about like traveling with a kid, or like how do you be a single parent and travel? Like, what is that like as far as the surgical tech stuff? And if y'all don't know, like, my son goes to his dad's house most of the time when I go on travel assignments, but he's old enough now where if he want to go, if he want to come with me. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. If he want to come with me, he can. He's old enough to stay by himself legally. I just think it will be like he likes to hang out with his dad. So, like, go hang out with him. And if you want to come where I'm at, then you can too. So, I have a support system in that case. Even if his dad wasn't available, I could leave him with my mom. And so, if you have a kid, or if you have kids and you want to be a travel surgical tech or surgical assistant, if you want to travel, whatever kind of job it is, just have a support system. Just see who, and if you can't leave your kids with someone, see if you can bring somebody with you to help you, with your kids, at least for a little while, until you can get familiar with the area, and then maybe find a babysitter. But yeah, my son, he's 13 now, so he's old enough to stay home by himself a little bit, in the right circumstances, like with cameras and stuff like that, and being able to communicate with him, and him being able to communicate with me. But he'll be at his dad's house for the most part, and then I'll have my house here, so my mom will be taking care of the house, and my chickens and my rabbit. I don't know what is gonna happen with the dogs yet. I'm debating on if I'm taking my dogs with me, both of them, one of them, or none of them. I haven't figured that part out yet. I'm still playing with it. I have a puppy here that requires a little more attention than my oldest dog. But I feel bad leaving my oldest dog behind, because he might want to go on the adventure too. But yeah, let me see. Stephanie said that's insane that they want. Girl, they be wanting everything. Like, the travel assignment, the travel agencies, um, they do be requiring a lot, but it's because you're an employee of theirs, and I get that. But I mean, like, I just don't want to have to keep telling people like how to do their job, or like, especially if I'm doing my part. Like, I got a whole bunch of other stuff I got to take care of, but I don't want to have to go in is reaching out to you. So we'll see how it go. I'll let y'all know. Um, as far as if the deal work, because that's one thing I was kind of anxious, and I'm gonna be transparent with y'all. Like, it's a pretty good deal. Like, it's a pretty decent amount of money for me to be making, and so I kind of caught myself feeling like I want it, like, not desperate, because that ain't the right word, but like, I felt myself like, what if we don't get the contract, or what if we like I just felt myself doubting or worrying about things that hadn't even happened, and so I had to remind myself, like, just be easy. It don't matter, like, if the shit fall apart, if the deal don't fall through, then it's not for you. And so I had to remind myself that, y'all. So don't ever feel like y'all, if you're in a position and you see an opportunity in front of you, and you like, dang, I really want that opportunity, and then you get scared of losing the opportunity, that's the energy you got to check. Yes, let us know. I'm serious. Like, because people think, I don't know. I be anxious, not anxious, but I was worrying or doubting or second guessing myself or like all of that stuff. And so I felt that happening earlier, and I was just like, don't, if the shit don't work, then it just don't work. Like, we not gonna worry about losing no job. Like, that's not what we finna worry about. Yes, it's good money, y'all, and I think that's what it was, because I talked to myself, y'all, like, for real. And if y'all don't talk to yourself, you missing out on some really good information. And that sound crazy, but honestly, like, if you can be 100 with yourself and talk to yourself, answer yourself. Like, I'm saying, you can even talk out loud. I know some people think that's crazy, but talk to yourself out loud and then answer yourself out loud, and watch yourself and give you the best answer for you. And so I asked myself, like, what's that energy? Like, why you feeling like that? Like, why you so, you know, what's wrong? Like, why you worried about losing it? Like, who cares if you lose it? If you get it, that's great. If you don't get it, then we know that that's just not, it wasn't meant for you. And so what I came up with was that, it was the money. Like, I was looking at the money, like, dang, I don't want to lose this opportunity because the money good, and I can do this, and this with this. This gonna help me put me in a better position to buy the house. Because if y'all wasn't on the live when I was talking about it, I got an opportunity to purchase this house that I live in. And so that's really what triggered me going on an assignment. Was like, okay, it's a couple of things that I have to do in order to get the house at the rate that I want to get it at. And so let's go take a contract. Let's, do what we need to do to pay off the house. Now, for whatever reason, if this deal don't work, then it just don't work. But I'm not gonna worry about it either way. Like, if I get it and I'm doing everything that I possibly could do to secure the position. I'm not like dragging my feet trying to get my credentialing done. I'm not ignoring responsibilities. So I'm doing everything within a timely fashion to actually get the position. And if, me doing my best doesn't allow me to get the position, then that's just what it is. And so there's nothing that I can do about that. But I just want y'all, like, I just want to share it with you guys too. Like, if you ever in a position, you get an opportunity that, like, you really excited about, and you like, dang, yeah, this will be good for me. Don't worry about losing it, even if if you, because I think the only reason I was feeling like that is because the back and forth with the credentialing or the compliance person is putting like this frustration in my head, and it's just like, dang, maybe we don't need this position, or maybe we don't take the contract, or maybe we gonna get blocked from taking the contract because of whatever reason. And so I just released it. Yeah, this man is on his roof. He's just standing on top of his roof. Okay. I was looking across the street and I'm like, what? If this man is on top of his roof. Yeah, I was just kind of worried, y'all. Like, I was just kind of, I don't know, just kind of caught myself worrying. And I'm just like, girl, you ain't got nothing to worry about. Because even if, everything don't work out how you see it working out right now, that doesn't mean that it's a fail. That just mean that, okay, that's not for you. And we just don't keep pushing until we get to where we need to be at. Sorry, y'all. So I felt a tingle in my nose. So, yeah. So with the travel assignments, it is a little bit of a roller coaster. You dealing with people, but like I say, once you get into it, like once you actually get everything done and get on the assignment, it should be fairly smooth sailing as far as the agency go. Like, you shouldn't, unless the facility, and I did have a conversation. I'm not gonna drop no names. I'm not finna tell the whole story because it ain't really my story to tell. But what I will say is, sometimes, like, we be out here and we on assignments, and you don't know what you're gonna get into until you get to the assignment, right? You don't know what the facility gonna be like. And one of the things that we have to worry about is being mistreated when we get to facilities. And I think, like, I don't think that I'm going to get to a facility that's going to mistreat me, but I know that it happens. And so, yeah, one of my colleagues recently had to, should leave, like, quit an assignment. And it sucked because, they was being, like, not appreciated at the facility. And that's something that can happen. You can get to a facility and you can be there to help, but the other people that are there, because they know you're a traveler, they kind of salty because they know you making more money than they are, and it's one of them things where you know, and so they want to play games with you. But I know, like for me, I've been to places where they try to play games with me. As far as you know, me not having like getting not picking not being able to pick my schedule, you know, just getting what's left over, being put in the longer cases and stuff like that. What I'll say for me is that that's why I don't take assignments that don't pay enough money, because if you're gonna play with me like that and then have me working harder than the staff, then yeah, yeah, you're gonna have to pay me more because I'm working harder. But typically, once you get, if you get a good facility where they're not on no petty, dramatic, you know, drama type of stuff, then typically they be appreciative of you being there to help them, because if you there as a travel contractor, then they know that they need help. They need help. So, yeah, guys, like, sorry, I know my phone keep ringing. I'm telling y'all, them recruiters be on it. Like, if you put your resume on Indeed or any of these platforms that people use, they will find you. My phone keep ringing. Like, it's gonna keep ringing. And so that's why I'm kind of like with the chick. You know, I'm not really. I'm not. She's not. I don't know. I don't know what her intentions are. But I was just like so frustrated with having to keep sending stuff to people. I'm like really, you know, I'm sitting here. I'm at this Concentra for 2 hours. I'm having to go. I got other stuff I need to do at home, you know, just to get my son situated to go to his dad's house and my animals. And it's just, y'all, like, oh my God. Do I fly? Do I drive? Do I catch the train? You know, like, I really do have a lot to think about and decisions to make. And so, but what I was saying earlier too is like, I'm not, if you, I don't want y'all to go traveling or do anything like that. Um, like, okay, let me see how to say it. I want y'all to go traveling, but don't be, don't get upset if you get to a place and they don't, like, they treating you funny, because that does happen. That's what I was trying to say earlier about my friend having to leave, or my colleague having to leave their job, is because they was being mistreated, and they continued to stay after they was being mistreated until they couldn't take it no more. And it was just like, okay, you know, enough is enough. But that is something that we face as travelers, and I'll just be honest with y'all and transparent with you about that. Like, sometimes they, even though they need our help at the facility, the employees, you know, if they got a messy group of employees there, then you know, I wouldn't stay nowhere too long if I'm feeling mistreated and abused, especially if you know that you're doing what you need to be doing while you're there. Like, if you're a dirtbag, then that's different. If you're a dirtbag and they bullying you, or not bullying you, but if they giving you extra work to do, and they, you know, piling the cases on you, throwing you in long cases, leaving you in long cases with no break, because that's the games that's played in the OR. It's not like, I don't know what type of jobs y'all do, but like our type of games is, because our cases be long sometimes. Like, let's just say you supposed to relieve me, and you feeling some type of way. You might not come relieve me when you supposed to, or you might relieve everybody else and then relieve me last. Or you might be keeping track of how long I'm on my break versus how long everybody else on there. Everybody else you might be cool with them taking 15 minutes, 20 minutes. But me, you know, you clocking how much time I'm taking, because you want to go run back and tell management that I took a little bit longer. Or, you know, it's them kind of petty games. Putting you in all the long cases, putting you in cases that other people don't want. Let's just say it's not even a long case. They just might not want to do that case. But, you know, when it's favoritism, especially if you the traveler and you going into staff where they've been established like a relationship with each other, and you coming in, yeah, they typically, sometimes, not all of them, but sometimes people will get, you know, funny acting with you, and it's all about the money. And so for me, like, I ain't got nothing to do with how much money you making. I don't care. You shouldn't worry about how much money I'm making either. But if you are upset because a traveler is in there and they're making more money than you, then go travel, like, instead of hating, you know. So that's the things that I don't, that's something that you should be aware of, I should say, as far as when OI. But I will say, you have to have your mindset um at a high vibration. And so that's one thing that I've been working on, especially while being at home, is just making sure that my mind is right and making sure that I can incorporate things that's gonna help me keep my mind at a high vibration. And so, like, I do have somewhat of a morning routine right now, and I'm kind of wonder how I'm like what type of routine I'm gonna have on this contract, or what I can do to keep my vibe high, while I'm in the operating room. Because right now I can kind of control the energies that are around me, but when I'm in the operating room, like, the energy gonna be all over the place because people energy be all over the place, and it's gonna be a team of people that I'm gonna be working with. So I just need to be able to keep my vibrations up and not let things bring me down. But like I say, one of the things that motivate me typically is gonna be the payment, how much I'm getting paid. So as long as I'm getting paid what I feel like I'm worth, I'm not finna be worried about like people not liking me. I hope that I meet some people and connect with some people, but like, that's not my priority. My priority is not to go out there and make friends. My priority is to go help this facility with their surgical services needs. And then if I do make some connections, like, that's great. Like, yeah. For thank you guys for the thumbs up. Who's not all about making, connections? And I'm finna learn something. Like, if y'all haven't been in the operating room before, you always learning. And if you're not tapping into that type of education, I mean, you just leaving money on the table, because knowledge is power, which is knowledge will give you money as well if you know how to apply it. So I definitely appreciate going to somewhere, being able to learn some things that I haven't learned before. I don't know what that means, so let's see how we do this. Sorry guys, I'm trying to, I don't know why on this phone, like, it doesn't let me hold. There it goes. I need to block. Okay, I think it's not letting me do it still. I don't know what's that about, but yeah, anyways. So, do y'all have, who's in here with me? If y'all don't have no questions, I'm probably finna wrap it up here because I'm hungry. Is it lunchtime yet? Yes, honey. It's lunchtime. I might take my son to eat. We might go out to eat for lunch, since this, like, he's leaving on Sunday. And so I might try to go do some, spend the rest of the next couple of days enjoying him and not being like stressed out or worried about this contract. Look at my hair sticking out. What is that? Go that way. So yeah, y'all be like, I'm kind of excited though. I'm not gonna lie. Even if I don't go on this contract, I'll be going on a contract here. I do believe I'll be going on this one. I think they'll get everything sorted out here over the next day or so, and then we'll just keep. I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna like bash. I'm not here to bash any companies. I'm not gonna like just be until now. What I will say is, if it's bad enough, I'm gonna be like, y'all watch out. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not here to like drag a company name through the mud, and I'm definitely not gonna tell y'all what facility I'm at no time, like, until I'm done with the facility, or until I'm more comfortable with what's going on, and I don't know who I'm getting into, what I'm getting into exactly, or who I'm gonna be meeting. And you never know, like, you don't want nobody to be like, oh, she's a YouTuber and she's gonna be, like, that's not what I'm here to do. But I do want the information with you guys and let y'all know like the experience that I'm having. And so this is part of the experience of traveling. It's the beginning part of it. And so I'm with a new agency. This is not an agency I ever worked with. I think I said that before. And so it's just getting to learn them, but still being mindful, like, if this don't go well with them, there is so many more agencies out here that, and we like, medical professionals is a hot commodity right now. Surgical techs, surgical assistants, nurses, anybody that's in the medical field right now, it's a shortage. And it was already a shortage of us before, and so now there's even more of a shortage of the people in the profession. And so they got to pay a little bit more, pay a little bit more money, and it's like supply and demand. I'm in demand, so I just got to put my information out to the right people, and then I'll get a contract. But it's just frustrating sometimes dealing with. I just don't want to deal with all these people. Like, I would have rather just deal. Like, I like the energy I'm getting from my recruiter. I like how I feel about talking to him. Like, he seems competent. You know, he understands what I be saying. He seemed like he get it. He seemed like he get it. But it's or what is this shit? A compliance, yeah, compliance officer or whatever. She's not like the worst person in the world, so I'm not trying to say that, y'all. But what I am saying is, like, I'm just like, why you keep asking me for the same stuff over and over again? Like, either are you not getting it or are you not like paying attention? And so I just don't have the patience for it. And so that might be a lesson in itself, you know, just be patient with people and try not to like I will be short with you if I'm feel like I done said the same thing more than one time. Like, it's right here. And if you're not understanding, because I called her. So that's what I was kind of upset about too. Like, if I called you and to clarify what was going on, you see I called you, but you responded, like, I emailed her as well, and she responded to the email, but clearly you're not understanding, so we need to have a conversation. So you should have called me back is what should have happened, but she didn't. So yeah, I don't know. My recruiter probably like, oh God, you know, like he got somebody that is a whole. I'm not a firecracker, but I don't have no problem with like saying what exactly it is. Like, what's the problem right now? Where are we not where is the breakdown in communication? Is it you, like, do you not understand that you have these things already, or am I not understanding like what you asked me for? Because I'm confused. And the confusion, because I got all this other stuff going on. Like, I dropped everything I had to do last night, and I did the BLS class because she was just like, her little email was like, you know, if I don't have everything within a week, then it's gonna delay your a week prior to you going. It's gonna delay your start date. Well, we knew this last week, so why you didn't start doing this stuff last week? Because I asked, let's start doing this stuff last week so we could have had a little more time. Like, we had a solid 2 weeks to get everything done, and last week was a waste. Like, last week was just a whole waste. Nothing got done last week, and that's frustrating because now you want me to scramble, like I'm scrambling, and we really still don't have time. Like, it's just not gonna get done in time because I still have to travel there, and what I'm not gonna do is be rushing on the road. Like, that's what we not finna do. We not finna be rushing and driving and staying up past, you know, what is comfortable for me to drive to get to my destination. And so, and since I'm driving, like, that's really part of the thing too, because I was gonna just fly, but if I fly, I can't take my dogs. We're gonna see, because I might still be able to fly out and come back and get my animals. Like, that might be something that I can do if I have to. If it's a matter of like, if the facility's like, no, we can't wait another week for you to get here, we're gonna cancel the contract, then I'll just fly out and then I'll just come back and get them. That's pretty much what I'll fly out there, you know, get a rental car, get a hotel, everything, start working. Once I get a chance, then I'll just come back home or either fly the animals out. So we'll see how I go. If push come to shove, like, I'll just leave. I'll just leave and just we'll just go from there. And hopefully, everything plays out. Yeah, hopefully everything will, not hopefully, everything will play out. Like, because what I know is that, and we have to have faith in ourselves, and not faith like, you know, like, I'm not talking about this blind faith of like, I'm saying like, and within myself, like, following my own and following myself and understanding that I'm moving in my best interest, even though I might not be able to see the big picture sometimes, or I might not be able to see that I'm progressing or something like that. It's still a matter of um just having trust that I'm going down the right, I'm doing the right thing. And so that's really it, y'all. Like, I really got to go get something to eat because all I had today was coffee and water. And so, and this is a hot latte with caramel latte from Dunkin' Donuts. It was pretty good. It's cold now, but it just went out. Oh, I'm back. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and go though. If y'all have any questions, please leave them in the comment section. Like, just talk to me in the comment section. I know I know people don't be commenting. I don't know why y'all don't be commenting. Like, comment in my comment section. Talk to me down there. And then we could just, connect on here instead of me always sending y'all to like Instagram or to email. Everything is still you can still hit me up on Instagram. I haven't been on social media like on Instagram in a while, y'all, but I'll probably pick back up here, especially on my journey to wherever I'm gonna go next. So anyways, you guys, that's all I got for in this video. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.